Hello and welcome to our special 2018 year-end review show. I'm Tim the Dad.
I'm Megan the daughter.
And it's been quite a year.
Yes, it has.
This has been kind of a weird year because you haven't been around as much.
Not as much.
No, so you
More so than some years, though.
Well, but it just seemed like the number of games that we had, you didn't get to play as much. Because she is a full-time college student and has a job.
Yes.
So, you know, her time is spent elsewhere.
Yeah.
But we soldier on. So, Megan, you want to talk about our gee whiz numbers for this year?
I hate that word. We have hit 4,130 plus subscribers at the time of filming this. So thank you very much for that.
And like we always said, we're amazed that we had 5 people that watched this.
So thank you very much. And we turned 4 in September.
You feel like you're 4?
No.
No? No, you feel older?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, so 4 years going strong. What can I say? We got a lot of games.
Yeah.
We play, you know, it's been good.
Mm-hmm.
So, speaking of 2018, since you didn't really get to play as many of especially the hot games that came out, I'm going to kind of review what I think were the top games that actually came out in 2018. So, starting with my number 5, I have Now Boarding. This is from Fowers Games. This is a real-time game. You haven't had a chance to play this yet, where you're going to be moving passengers around between different cities. You're going to drop them off at different airports. You've got different routes that you can fly, and you don't want to get them mad, because if they get mad, then they complain about you.
Well, that's never a good thing.
And if they complain too much, then you lose. But we've played this one several times with my lunch group. It's been a big hit. Now Boarding. Oh, also, see that little plane right there?
Yeah.
I didn't notice that at first.
Seriously?
Somebody pointed that out.
I noticed that like first thing.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
And I also like the the retro, kind of like the 60s looking. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so my number 4.
I have played.
You have played.
I like this game.
And this is loosely based on one of the shows that we really like, and that is In Between from Board and Dice. Now, why is it we like this game so much?
We like Stranger Things a lot.
This is essentially Stranger Things, the card game. It's a really cool 2-player game. Has some very dark art.
In the in-between, instead of the upside down.
In the in-between instead of the upside down.
Yes.
It's the in-between. Yeah, see? There's the backside. So, yeah, it's kind of
pretty
spooky.
cool.
But no, this is a really cool game. This kind of, I think, caught a lot of people by surprise, just for the fact that it's from Board and Dice, and I don't think their name is out there as much. It's not like Asmodee, where everybody knows about it. But with their recent merger with NSKN Games, I think a lot of people are going to be paying attention to Board and Dice, and this one was a great game. We really enjoyed that. And you can watch a video on this on our channel.
Yep.
All right. My third pick for 2018 games is a game you've also played.
Yes, I have.
That is Pioneers from Queen Games. I'm not going to hit you with the box.
Sorry.
This is a cool game where you're going to get different types of people on stagecoaches, deliver them to certain towns, take certain actions with them.
Go to saloons.
Well, you're going to be building routes with this.
Yeah.
You get to have the merchant who lets you do more buys and such. This is really cool. Again, this is one that we had on our channel, and this is a lot of fun. Okay, so now the next 2 can actually be interchangeable, because I feel about them the same way.
He talks about them a lot.
But the first one I'm going to show is one that we just published our playthrough review on the channel, as of today of this filming. And that is Dice Settlers. Now, this is from NSKN, but they're now Board and Dice. This is a bag builder, dice chucking, and if you want to shoot somebody to get them off of your tiling game.
The shooting's the best part.
Yeah. This was one of those games that the first time I played it, I was blown away. And I know you weren't, but I just fell in love with this game. I love dice. I love the look and feel of the game. The dice just really look cool. The gameplay is actually fairly simple, because you're only doing 2 moves on your turn.
Yeah.
But you're you know, like I said, you're laying tiles down. It's not really. It's kind of a light area control.
Kinda, yeah, but not like too
But
heavy.
yeah, not at all. It's more really about getting houses down and getting points the other, the other ways. So
Yeah.
Dice Settlers, very good.
And then your number 1.
Well, like I said, it's interchangeable, and that is Western Legends from Colossal Games. This was the other game this year that the first time I played it really blew me away. It's a sandbox game, and what that means, if you're not familiar, is that it's very open. There's a lot of different things that you can do in it. It reminds me of one of my all-time favorite games, which is Merchants and Marauders, which is a pirate game, and you know I like pirate games.
You like Western games too.
I really do like Western themes, and this is amazing. And especially for what you get in this box. I mean, the components, the minis, everything looks really good. The gameplay is phenomenal. You can pretty much do whatever you want. You can be a good guy. You can be a marshal. You can arrest people, throw them in jail. Or you can be a bad guy, and you can rob people and duel them and rob banks. Yeah, it's really cool. You have not had a chance to play this. You're not really big into Western games. But if you were, I think you would probably enjoy this. Plus, it's a pretty simple game, and it can play fast. It's got variable length on there, and this is on the channel, so you can go check it out. In fact, at the time of this recording, it will actually be going up tomorrow. So, but by the time you watch this, it'll already be on the channel. So that is Western Legends from Colossal Games. So that is my top games that came out in 2018. So now let's look at the top games that we actually featured on our channel.
Okay.
All right, so before we get into the actual top 5, let's talk about our honorable mention for 2018 that featured on our channel.
Yes. My first one is Tower of London from WizKids. We played this a couple times over the past couple years too, I know. It hasn't quite made the channel until this year though.
Well, this was one, I think we actually played it and then
we filmed
you went away.
I went to Disney at one point and then we realized we messed up, so we redid it. And then we just kind of kept playing afterwards. So I do like this game a lot, and it's British, so obviously I like it.
Yeah, you got the Union Jack there. On the...
Yeah, and the Cravens and all of that. I think it's cool, though. I liked how it was somewhat area control, but it was also mitigated by the cards that you kind of played and how you did that. So I thought that was a really cool component. So I like this one, Tower of London.
Yeah, that's a good one. And that's one that I've actually played with my lunch group. And they were a little lukewarm on it, but it does play fast enough that you can play it over lunch.
Yeah. What's yours?
All right, so an honorable mention I have, and this is a game, again, that we've played as a family.
Yes.
And that is Tags from Heidelbar, which is distributed by Asmodee. Now, this is kind of like the game Categories that we used to play, where you've got all these different types of categories, and you've got a letter, and you want to try to come up with as many that match. So it could be like... I don't know, a beverage, and the letter could be M, and you could have
Mountain
milk,
Dew.
or Mountain Dew, or mojitos, something like that. And this has got like really big marbles.
Yeah.
So it's
cool.
It's really cool. This was a game that we even got Mom to play. So this was a lot of fun.
And other family members.
That's true. We have played this at some family functions, and everybody has really enjoyed this. So that is Tags.
It's a good one. My next one was Valeria Card Kingdoms, and this is from Daily Magic Games. I thought this was cool for like the fantasy aspect and kind of not like entirely deck building, but like kind of
this is like Machi Koro.
Yeah.
But it seems
like you set up your tableau and all.
Yeah.
How you do it. So I thought it was really cool. I liked it, and I do like Machi Koro.
Yeah, and we actually have expansions for this that we're going to be featuring on the channel later in 2019.
Yes, but I did really like this one, so that was really fun. So yeah.
All right, another honorable mention for me is Dead Man's Doubloons. This I got this from Passport Game Studios, but this is Thundergriff Games. Again, it's a pirate game, so I like pirates, but it's got some really cool minis. It's an interesting aspect because you're actually kind of split up. You've got your captain that's on an island, and he's racing against the other captains to try to find the hidden treasure. And then you've got your ships that are moving around, and they're battling each other. But it's a programmable game because you've got these 3 cards, so you're going to program your actions. And just like any programming game, things may not go as well as you had anticipated because someone else may be doing something else, and say you want to fire at somebody else's ship. They might have already moved their ship and they're out of range. So this was a lot of fun. I know we played this several times, especially in September for Play Like a Pirate Day. So I've had a lot of fun with this. Had a lot of my friends play this, and they've enjoyed it too. Like I said, the minis on this are really cool because you can become a ghost ship. So you're not out of the game even if you kind of get destroyed. And when you come back as a ghost ship, your ship looks the same except it's like translucent. So that's really great production on there. So Dead Man's Doubloons.
And then my third honorable mention is one that we actually share.
Yep, this is also on my list.
It is Tower of Madness.
Yeah, this is from Smirk and Dagger.
Yes.
This is like Kerplunk. You've got a tower filled with marbles, and you've got all these tentacles stuck in there like little skewers. And this is also a game that Mom played. Again, we featured this in October for our Spooky Games month. But this was kind of fun because I think you wanted to see the marbles fall.
I always had good luck though when the marbles fell.
You did.
I had really good luck. I never really went insane, so I did pretty good.
Yeah.
But I liked Kerplunk anyway. I like just letting the marbles drop.
So obviously the Cthulhu theme on there, which I think it works. I mean, I probably wouldn't play Kerplunk on its own, but I play this.
The added component helps.
The tower looks super cool.
It's magnetic.
It closes with a magnetic lock, basically. Looks really neat. Like I said, check this one out on the channel, cool. But it is, I mean, just from the table presence alone, it looks really
it's pretty cool, yeah. So, yeah.
All right, so now let's get to our top 5 games that we featured on our channel. So I'll go first.
Okay.
My number 5, which was one of my top games for 2018, is The In-Between.
Pretty good.
And I pretty much already explained why, so just go back a few minutes and you can see that. But no, this was a lot of fun.
Speaking of kind of time travel, that comes into my number 5, which shouldn't be too much of a shock. But Doctor Who, Time of the Daleks.
I'm surprised that wasn't higher on your list.
I debated a lot with my top 5, and it could have been higher. But I put it at 5 because, I mean, it's kind of a simple game. Like, it's not like a true tabletop game, I feel like. It's more very, like, TV oriented, you know how some of those games are a little bit different.
And we played the heck out of this game.
I love it so much. It's my favorite game though.
Part of the reason was we had production issues when we were filming it. Where our audio quality was horrible. And we're like, we can't put this out.
No, we played it a couple times. We got beat a lot of times by the Daleks. We had some unlucky times with that.
But this is one we're waiting for the expansion to come out because the first expansion that we want has both the 10th and the 5th Doctor. And of course, those of you that know Doctor Who lore, you know the significance of the 5th and the 10th Doctor.
And we've met the 5th.
Yes. And the 5th is the father-in-law to the 10th.
Yes. So, I mean, it's all timey-wimey, but, I mean, I love Doctor Who. I love this game so much. I just think it's awesome. I definitely am looking forward to those expansions. So, as soon as we get those, they will be coming out onto the channel very quickly. Yeah,
this is kind of like Elder Sign, if you're familiar with that, with basically the Doctor Who theme. And a big thanks to my buddy Dave from To The Table for providing us with this copy.
I'm very happy with it. So, yes. What's your number 4?
My number 4 is a game that actually was a reprint from an older game, and that is Amun-Re. This was reprinted by Tasty Minstrel Games. This is another one of those games that the first time I played it, I really, really liked it a lot. It's got really cool components, little pyramids, and they've got some heft to them. This is a game that takes 3 to 5 players. And so we played this at Tabletop Day with 6 or 5.
We played with 5, yeah. We played with all 5.
Yeah, it is 5.
Yeah.
I don't know why I said 6. But yeah, so we had a lot of fun with this one. You've only played this a couple of times.
Yeah.
I played this several times. We played this with my weekly game group, and they really like it. There's a card game version out, and it just doesn't look that great. I really don't have much interest in it. But, I mean, this is a huge board.
Yeah.
The components look really cool. The art looks really cool. A lot of fun. Amun-Re.
Yep. All right, my 4th game of the year is Thanos Rising from USA Appley. There's kind of a theme. It's like what I like here in my top games because I love Marvel. I hate this guy though, so I hate that he's on the cover. But the back's kind of cool because you get like all the other cool people. But yeah, Infinity Wars was a rough time, but this game makes you feel better because you can kick Thanos in the butt for it. No, don't do that. I don't like it. I don't want to talk about it. Okay? No. He doesn't feel so good. I don't like it.
This is actually a very good game.
The quality of Thanos did not need to be that good.
Yeah,
for
it's
Thanos.
like overproduced,
Awesome,
but it does look really cool.
It's super cool. All the artwork is, MCU, so we appreciate that. Because sometimes when we play Legendary, we don't know all the characters, especially when we did Marvel Codenames. Don't know all the characters in that. Because it's all comic based. But this obviously has everyone. You got Captain America right there, and you've got the Guardians, because I love the Guardians. So.
Now, the funny thing about this game is the first time that we played it, I think we beat it like really easy.
Yeah.
And then we lost every game after that.
Yeah, we couldn't figure out why. Like, why did we do the first game? But
yeah, this is a lot of fun. It can be stressful
yes.
because you're trying to roll certain symbols to get to defeat the bad guys or recruit.
Squidward. You got to beat Squidward.
Yeah, or recruit more of the heroes onto your team. But no, this was kind of a surprise because I don't remember it getting a lot of hype. But then once it came out, all the people that I follow on Facebook had it. They were playing it. They were really loving it, or really liking it a lot. So
I mean, it helps.
I think it was a big hit for USA Appley.
Yeah, but I mean, people had Infinity War depression, so this was a good way to cure it. I think personally.
And with the Marvel license, I think that they did a great job with it.
Yeah, so definitely like this game.
Okay, so my number 3 was mentioned earlier. That
You've
is
mentioned all of these.
Pioneers from Queen Games. And I pretty much already said why, so you can go back and listen to those comments.
Yep. My number 3 goes also back to what I like in general. Sherlock Holmes Consulting Detective from Asmodee. This game is actually really heavy, and I want to play so much more of it because we've only done one case.
Yeah.
And that took us a while to do, but I loved every second of it. It was so much fun.
Yeah, this is kind of like a legacy game because once you play a case, you can't really go back and play it again unless you've played it, like 20 years ago and you forgot, or in my case, last week.
Yeah.
But no, it's really cool.
So cool.
We spent so much time playing it too.
We were talking about it when we weren't even filming.
Well,
because we took a break because we had played for so long, and then we were like, okay, it's getting late. We'll take a break. We'll stop. You went to work, and I was still trying to figure stuff out, and I was texting you, and I was like, what if it's this guy, and what if he did this and this and this? I got super into it.
I mean, you do true detective work. You've got a map of London, and you're trying to retrace steps.
Directories.
You've got a newspaper, and all you got is what you choose to investigate, and they give you these little snippets, and then it's up to you to determine, well, what are you going to look for to try to find out how to connect those clues. So that one actually was a ton of fun.
I love it though. I do want to definitely get this to the table more. So
yeah, we started it. I want to say at 7 o'clock on a Friday night, or no, it was a weeknight. It
was a weeknight. She would work,
and it was 10 o'clock. And I'm like, okay, we got to quit.
I was like, no, I want to keep going, but yeah.
And it's a good thing because I think it took us another few hours.
It did, yeah.
This is actually a game that you're going to be taking a lot of notes when you play.
Yeah.
You can start it one night and then put it away and come back the next day,
or just do it all in one day and just do it on a weekend, a rainy day, stay in, be a detective. I love it though. I think it's so cool. All of the components and everything. And I love Sherlock anyway, so this is super cool.
Do you love Sherlock or do you love Benedict Cumberbatch?
I mean, Benny's pretty cool, but I do like Sherlock because I've read the books. So I do like the stories as well.
That is true.
And the movie's pretty good.
And I do like Sherlock.
So, yeah. Yes. I like this one.
All right. My number 2 is actually very heavy. And it is right back here. So I'm not even going to get it off of the shelf.
Here.
That
There you
is.
go. Use that as a placeholder.
Well, no, here. Okay, you're gonna make me get this.
No, I'm just saying use this as a placeholder.
No, here I'll
Oh,
grab
okay, we're gonna grab it.
it. Oh, here we go.
Is it as heavy as Francis Drake though?
Oh, I don't know. Here,
That
you tell me.
game is ridiculous.
Is it?
It's about that heavy.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is Railways of the World. This is the 10th anniversary edition. And keep an eye on the channel because there's going to be a video, actually there might already be out there, of the new Railways of Portugal expansion that they are getting ready to launch a Kickstarter here the first part of the year. This is like my new go-to railroad game. You know, Ticket to Ride is a great game. It's a gateway game. This takes it to another level, and there's just so much you can do.
But see, you already take Ticket to Ride to another level when you like screw me over and ruin the game.
Are you still sore about
Yes,
that?
I am.
It goes like all the way back to our Germany game.
That was just ridiculous.
But
I'm upset about that.
no, Railways of the World is awesome. It's not quite a sandbox game, but it's, you know, you're picking up, deliver, you're laying, you know, routes down, you're upgrading your engine. Everything you could want in a railroad game, I think, is here. I did a side-by-side comparison with this and the original version. So if you're interested in seeing what is new in the 10th anniversary edition, go and check that out. But really, really like this game.
All right.
And it's very, very heavy.
You're like Sheldon with your trains. All right.
Break my arm sitting it
Well,
down.
that's your own fault. You're picking heavy games. My number 2 is actually kind of heavy. It is Dragon Castle from Horrible Games, but it's not a horrible game, as I like to say. It is really fun. I like this. I like the tiles. It's like mahjong.
Yeah, Simon actually has
Pretty
picked this up
fun.
and is distributing it in the U.S., but
Yeah.
we actually had this before Simon even got
Mhm.
involved.
But I really thought this was cool. I liked mahjong. We've played it like on our iPads and everything, so I kind of like doing it here differently.
I think it's a little.
And
I think true mahjong is a little
yes,
different
but
than how we
it's
play.
similar to mahjong,
And
which I kind of like.
The tiles
The
in
tiles
this
are
awesome.
awesome. It's all ingrained, like carved into the tiles and all. So I don't know. I thought it was cool. I like the artwork. How it's like watercolory and it's all very true to the culture and all. So I thought this game was a lot of fun.
Yeah, Dragon Castle is a lot of fun, and
Mm-hmm.
that's another game that I've played with several of my group, and they've all really enjoyed
Mm-hmm.
it as well.
It's a nice, relaxing game too. Unlike Ticket to Ride, when someone takes the fun out of it.
Really?
Yes.
Are you ever gonna play Ticket to Ride
I
again?
don't mean maybe not with you. I don't know. You just kill the mood.
Okay, so now we get to my number 1, but I think
Which is a cheat. I've been trying to talk him out of it, but he's very stubborn about this. But you're cheating with your number 1.
that's because I actually couldn't choose my number 1.
I chose 5 just fine.
My number 1 was a tie, and if you listened to me earlier in my
Yes.
top games of 2018, you'll know it is between Dice Settlers and Western Legends. Yeah, both of these games just totally blew me away when I played them. I've played them actually several times in the last couple of weeks with different player counts, and just love both of them. So much so that I could not pick between the two for my my number 1. I don't care if it's a cheat.
Well, okay, then in
done.
that case, I have 4 number 1 games.
Only 4?
Only 4. Well, we've only done 4.
No, we've done 5.
We've done 5?
Yeah.
We've done 5. No, we haven't.
Yeah, we've done 5.
We did the Battle of the Ministry?
Yeah.
We did? I don't
Yep.
remember. I need to remember all. Anyway,
Do you
Harry
need to remember
Potter.
all?
Hogwarts Battle. Yeah, you need one too. But, oh my god, this game. It was a Christmas present a couple years ago, and I was dying to get it to the channel, and then life happened, so we didn't, and we finally did this year, and I made sure we did it on Harry's birthday to debut it, and then we've just kind of kept with it, and oh my goodness, I love it so much.
Yeah,
all
it
the
was-
components, all the artwork, I mean, it's trunk, first of all, like, oh, it's so cool.
And it was your idea to do one game a month,
Yeah.
where we actually open the box so you kind of look ahead.
I do look ahead.
But no, actually, this has actually been a very fun deck building
love
game, cooperative. You know, all the art is from the movies
Yes.
themselves. It's actually been a lot of fun. A lot of my friends have this, and they've gotten stuck, I think, on like around game 5, game 6.
We've done pretty well.
Yeah, I would say
We
we've
get
done pretty
lucky
well.
though, and we kind of say that every time if you watched any of our playthroughs, which I hope you have, because I just talk about this nonstop.
But I think
But-
the other thing is because we've played it so much,
We've gotten
and
good
we,
at it.
well, we know how to play our characters.
Yes.
now. And I think that's a huge benefit when you
And
play
if
because
you play with Neville, make sure you do have your umbrella and don't leave it in the box.
yeah. So if you want to know more about that story, watch the end of what was it, game 3 or 4, something like that.
Was it?
No, I think it was game 3.
It had to be 3.
Yeah.
2 or 3. It was early on, but yeah. No, I love it. I'm very looking forward to finishing it out and definitely getting the expansion, the Monster Box of Monsters. So,
Monster Box.
Yeah.
Monster Box of Monsters.
Yes, I'm looking
Which we
forward to that.
have,
Yes, so I
but
want to start
we've not
playing
played it
that.
yet.
Just because I love this game. I think it's so much fun. And even once we finish it, I'll still want to get this to the table a lot. Just because I love Harry Potter anyway. But it's so much fun. I love it.
Yeah, that it is really good. Highly recommend that.
Yes.
Actually, I highly recommend all the games that
Yeah.
we've covered here for 2018. All right, so now here is kind of a little glimpse, kind of movie trailer-esque, of what you can expect to see on the channel for this coming year.
Okay.
And before we actually get into 2019, let's go back a little bit to 2018 and talk about cons. You were not around, so
not.
you actually missed every con.
Yeah.
And I was actually planning on being at Origins, but we had a death in the family that happened, so we were not able to be at Origins. But I was at Gen Con for 3 days, and Gen Con is just crazy. Had a great time. Actually got to demo a lot of games this year that you're going to be seeing on the channel that you've seen previews for already. And if you've been following our Facebook page, you've seen us, or at least me, play some of these games as far as the pictures and go, and kind of give a little bit of overview on that. But because one of them is right up there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So now let's look at 2019.
Okay.
So because Megan has been busy, I'm
Yes.
actually going to be still trying to cover a lot of games, so there won't be as many playthroughs, but I'm hoping that we're going to be able to still do like a kind of a peek and see a turn being played of the games between me and my gaming buddies. So they're always eager to help out, so I got to kind of pick up the slack. I know it's not going to be like playing you because
No.
they don't give me as much crap as you do. You know.
Pepe does.
Yeah, but he doesn't like to be on the camera, so
Nah.
so he won't be there. The other thing I'm going to try to do too, I've done one already, and that is feature some more board game apps. Doing a review and kind of doing a little. Here's kind of what I think of it, how the app plays. The only one that I've done so far is Ticket to Ride, which is actually really good. So those of you that are interested in playing board game apps on your phone or your device, whatever. I don't know how often I'm going to be doing those, and those may not also strictly be just board games. It might just be games I've been playing, kind of like, Township, because, farming.
Even
You know,
Township. You do that a lot.
Yeah, so just kind of keep an eye on that. That's going to be kind of a filler thing until we kind of see how that is really going to shake out. Cons. So we'll see what you're doing.
Yeah.
We don't know yet, but
Probably
at
not.
least I plan on being at Origins this year
Yeah.
and Gen Con.
Gen Con's so early this year, too.
That's a week earlier. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So depending on
Might
what's
not
going
be
on,
here.
yeah, we don't know.
Mm.
So then finally, we've got a big thank you because we wouldn't exist without you guys watching. But we did actually have some patrons that I wanted to kind of give a shout out to. Two in particular, and that's Adam Letourneau and George Ellis. Thank you guys very much for contributing. That allowed us to kind of upgrade some things. We bought some mics that we can use when we go to conventions, so audio is a little clearer. We've done them in some of the videos that we've played here with a little bit of mixed results, because while it does give a cleaner, like less noise in there, I don't know that it sounds as well. So we've kind of been playing with that back and forth, but we do appreciate you guys and your support. And then the other thing that we want to, or the other people that we want to thank, is the publishers, because without their contributions to the channel, we wouldn't be doing much.
No.
So in particular,
Tasty Minstrel, Asmodee, Ravensburger, Fowers Games, CMON, IDW, R&R, Mayday, Game Salute, USAopoly, Rather Dashing, Cosmos, Colossal, Board and Dice, and Eagle Griffin, just to name a few.
Yeah, that's the majority.
Yeah.
But again, we really do appreciate your support for the channel, and we look forward to our partnership in the future.
I especially thank USAopoly for giving me Harry Potter, so thank you for that. And Marvel. So you've got like all of my favorites, so thank you very much for those.
Yeah. All right, so that really is our wrapped up present and a bow on 2018. Really looking forward to seeing what happens in 2019. We've got a lot of games that are sitting on the shelf waiting to be played, so it's just a matter of going through those and getting them on the channel. Some I've actually played already with my group, but we just haven't had a chance to actually get it filmed and put on the channel, but looking forward to it. And as always, look forward to playing against you.
Yeah.
Even though you give me the, yeah.
I do.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, so thank you very much. If you have any suggestions of games that you know that we have that you want to see, let us know too.
Yeah.
So we'll try to get some of
See
those
games
out.
back here. Some of these are going to be on the channel.
So many games. But yes, thank you so much. Thank you to all of our Facebook followers and all of our viewers.
Yep.
Thank you very much.
So we will catch you guys next time.
Bye.
If you would like to support us, you can visit patreon.com/dadvdaughter.
Like and follow us on Facebook to stay current on our show schedule, sneak peeks at future shows, and to interact with us.